Welcome back to another video. Today we're outside of Central Fair. This is Brightline's newest food hall at their Miami Central station in downtown. They've tried it before. I'm talking like 2019. It was called Central Fair, then it rebranded as Citizens, and then around 2022 it completely closed and was shuttered off from the public ever since 2022. And now in 2025 they're reopening it under the Central Fair branding with about 12 vendors present. So we're gonna go explore the area, see what offerings there are, pricing of everything, and we're gonna try some of the foods, desserts, give you guys my opinion. This is the street level entrance. You can go right in through here, up the escalator, directly to the food hall without going through the station. But to show you guys the whole experience, we're actually gonna cut through the station and show you guys how you get inside through there. See, that's where you go check in through security to get onto your train. That's where they have the lobbies, the premium lounge. These are the escalators. You'll come right up here, and this is the food hall. It used to be gated off. I think my most recent visit, it was closed off, but now it is wide open with about a dozen food options at what is called Central Fair. All right, starting to walk into the food hall. We've got a Jutical Express as our first option that we see here. There are two entrances, by the way. Just want to show you guys a little bit of the pricing there. Build your own bowl. Got wraps, rice bowls, drinks, desserts. You kind of get to choose what you want here and create your own bowl. You got Stephanie's Crepes here for your dessert options. Zoom in a little bit on the menu. I don't want to show every single menu because you guys can find that online. We are going to try a couple of places, but just want to give you a general idea of the prices of everything here. Here is that bar I was telling you guys about. So there is a central bar as well as room for more stuff to come here. I think they do have some vacancies. And now we're heading towards the left part of the food hall. You guys can see there is a pizza place over here. Get you guys a close-up of the menu. We've also got Wolf of Tacos here right next to that pizza place, and I just want to show you guys the menu along with the prices. You get each taco $5.50, $7 for carne asada, and they've got all kinds of stuff over here. Give it a little walkthrough so you guys can see what they're working with. That's really, really cool. See them cutting the al pastor, I think is what that is. Before we get to the rest of the food hall, I just want to show you guys this new addition. I don't know if the original one had this, but there's a common lounge where you can sit here and grab a bite. You've got plenty of spaces here. You've got outlets as well, and then you got more tables over here with more outlets, and you can kind of control the lighting as well if you want more light. You get the Central Food Hall, which already has its own seating, and then you can wander off towards the back to this, what looks like a new addition to the place. Oh my God, and more space for growth. I think you can have another vendor over here opening up. They are looking for more people to sign up for that stuff. Like this, for example, could be occupied by another vendor. You've got a photo op over here towards the back, and also an entrance at the street level. In case you don't want to go through the entire Brightline station, you can just come off the street, go up these escalators, and walk all the way down to the food hall, which I think is a really good touch. All right, back to the main food hall area. This is Corner Diner, where you can buy burgers. As you can see there, $12 for a classic, $14 for the patty melt, turkey melt, $13, all in that $12 to $15 range for these burgers at least, and a cold brew goes for $5. You can also see other options up here. One that definitely has me intrigued is the Ramen Burrito. No description, just says you heard me, and there's also no price for that. So I'm very, very curious to see that. We might try that out at some point. And then we've got salad, sandwich, or wrap, and a veggie burger at the bottom. And they do a really good job of hiding the places that are still not occupied by anybody. So that's what's behind this right here, in this space for the signage that would go up there. So this is a location that could potentially be occupied by somebody at some point. Then we've got Pepe's Steaks and Hoagies over here. I think we're gonna try this out at some point. zoom in on the menu there so you guys can see the prices. They've got cheesesteaks, hot sandwiches, hoagies, French fries and sides, drinks. And there's also departure times for the Brightline trains at the food hall, so you don't miss your train as you're grabbing a bite here. We also have Cottoita. They have a physical location somewhere in Miami. This is goat.
We have a big restaurant. We have a Michelin star.
Nice. I can see why.
Oh, that's good. Thank you. So this is their chicken. Let's try it out.
Can I see what the rice looks like?
Oh, that's really good.
It's good, right?
So you can make your own bowl. As I mentioned, it is Ecuadorian food. And they're based out of North Miami. That is the restaurant location, Cottoita. So for the food hall, they're called Cottoita because it is a smaller version of their restaurant. So we opted to get one of the bowls with goat meat.
Marinade 48 hours.
Marinated for 48 hours. Well, that does look good. And we could add a bunch of toppings to it, as we mentioned, so we can do all of that. All right, our first place that we're trying is Cottoita. They have a central location in North Miami called Cottoa. This is their express version at the food hall. So we built our own bowl for $20. The Chivo looks like it was $6 extra there. And the express juice, lime ginger, was $8. So our grand total with tip was $31.92. And this is what that bowl looks like. So it's got a little bit of everything involved there. We tried the goat meat, we liked it, so we added it to our bowl. And of course we just have this. So I'm gonna go ahead and try this goat meat with everything mixed in along with the rice. I'm not sure what kind of rice is this. You guys would look at that.
It smells delicious.
Oh my God. So it's marinated for 48 hours and it does have a lot of flavor. You definitely can taste that. The rice I don't mind. I thought I would find it weird, but it's not bad.
I asked him to look at it because I don't like quinoa, and since it was mixed with something else, I wanted to see what it looked like. And it's actually
Oh my
good.
Lord.
Try the juice.
Oh my God. Now I'm gonna go get my food, which I think you guys will find interesting. I'm gonna ask them what is in it because the menu item was so vague. It just says like, you heard me, and that's it. Let's go. So they've got this ramen burrito. You can get a pork belly ramen burrito, roasted chicken ramen burrito, grilled salmon ramen burrito. Oh my goodness, we're gonna have to try it out. All right, so the ramen burrito and a lemonade is coming out to $26 with tip. Here are some of the other things you can get from this place. They've got a variety of things. It's like a diner kind of vibe. The only thing that stands out really is that ramen burrito. All right, this bag weighs like 1,000,000 pounds. All right, so this is their ramen burrito with pork belly. Look at that. Oh my.
Very hot.
Very heavy. Very interesting. You could get different variations of this, like with salmon. I forget the other ones they had. But look at that. Oh my God.
Really heavy.
It's crazy. Oh my God. This was like 16 bucks. And then,
It's not bad considering how much.
I don't know how much I paid. It was like 20 something, 25. Oh my God. Okay, where do I even start?
First bite. Ooh.
I need another bite.
At least they were giving you like a sauce.
All right, so it's not terrible. It is a bit difficult. You're eating a burrito and it has noodles in it, so as you're biting and noodle strands will start coming apart and start dangling. So it does present a little bit of a challenge as opposed to eating it from a bowl. You know what to expect. Here you're kind of just taking the bite into a mix of noodles here and other ingredients, so it does make it a little bit difficult.
But you like it overall?
God damn, look at this. I thought this was
I thought it was chopped up.
oh my God, I thought that was gonna be chopped up. It's not the easiest thing to bite into, so this would have been really nice if it was cut up. I started pulling and pulling and it just started coming out. So if I had to rate the rice bowl, I would give it a 8 out of 10. This,
For me, that would be like a 0.
I'll give this a 4 out of 10. Just because it is not easy to eat. when you have the entire thing there. And I don't think it's a good idea putting ramen in tortilla. All right, we're trying peel for our first dessert. These are the flavors of the week right over here. These are vegan, dairy-free, what else? Sugar-free? And they all have some undertones of banana. Let me try that one. Salted caramel, right? This one is good.
Yeah.
So this is what we ordered. This was like $8 at Peel Soft Serve. They have a main location in Miami Shores. Everything is with some banana flavoring, no matter the flavor you select. We got salted caramel with chocolate drizzle and slices of banana. Samples really good. You get to sample any flavor you want. But we're gonna eat this at the Switch Point Station Bar. So we're gonna order a cocktail. Just wanted to show you guys the cocktail prices. You can get a margarita for $17, old fashioned $17. They've got spritz for $15, and then they've even got stuff that you can order with or without alcohol. And there's also beers, non-alcoholic beer, and wine by the glass. And then in the back, for the afternoon pick-me-up, coffee and tea. And then there's actually a happy hour here for 2 hours, 5 to 7. Hi. I'm gonna have the Lavender Grove, please.
We're actually out of that one for the moment. I have a non-alcoholic one, but I don't have the alcoholic one.
Okay. Margarita?
Margarita?
I'll take a margarita. 1836. Got the margarita because they didn't have the one that I wanted, which was the Lavender Grove. They were out of the gin. They were able to make it without alcohol, which would have been $10, but I opted for the margarita that cost $17. As you guys can see there, gave them a little bit of tip, and the total was $21.42. All right, let's try it out. Looks like the margaritas Herradura, Blanco, Tequila, Chinola, passion fruit, pepper, and lime. Your standard one, and you can also get it with spicy passion fruit flavoring. It's good. It's good. It's a simple margarita, yeah. I don't think you can make it any other way. It just tastes like a traditional margarita. $17. I think that's what you would expect anywhere in the downtown Miami area. Another cool use of space, since this hasn't been occupied by a vendor yet, they're actually selling snacks and Brightline merch. So normally you'd be able to buy Brightline merch after security, so once you have your ticket you can go in and buy it, but this is before security, so this gives Brightline fans or just anyone in general who wants to support Brightline merch the opportunity to just come to the station and get the merch without having a train ticket. There's also a sipping station, so we saw that there was a bar which we drank at, but there's also a wine bar that looks like it's going to be coming soon here, and it's called Sipping Station. We also have a great view of the street below. The other side of the food hall is right over there. That's where we entered in the beginning of the video. This is the chocolate strawberries by Icy and Spicy. You can buy all of these ingredients as well. So this is the Dubai chocolate strawberry from Chocolate Strawberries by Icy and Spicy. Cost $16.89. And this is what that looks like. I'm told this is like a trendy dessert on TikTok and other places of the internet. I'm not too familiar with it, honestly. I'm not a fan of pistachio, but we decided to get it just because, you know, it was on the way out. Try it out. It's not bad. Would I pay $16 for it? No. But I don't know what the value of Dubai chocolate is. They were selling it for $20. I mean, who knows? Maybe this is what all of them go for. It's really cool. You can see the metro rail passing by from time to time through that open window right there. The tracks are just on the other side. All right, this is the Central Fair signage. Just want to come back out to the front, but we're gonna exit through the other entrance just because I think it's pretty cool to go out through there. Taking the other entrance you can go in through, which I prefer as opposed to going through the entire station. That is a street down there. You just walk right in. They've also got some benches as well. It's really cool to see what they've done with the MiamiCentral station. So you've got Chick-fil-A outside, you've got a dumpling shop, as well as an AT&T, all integrated. And then of course Brightline at the very end. And they also have more space for perhaps another retail or restaurant, flagship retail and restaurant space available. 2,500 to 10,000 square feet. So I believe they can use this entire space as one place or section it off and have two. They do have separate entrances as well. That's gonna do it for this video. Thank you for coming along as we check out the new Central Fair Food Hall at Brightline, Miami Central here in downtown. I recommend checking it out because it has a little bit of everything for just about anybody. They've got a lot of food options, dessert options. They've got a cocktail bar, and then looks like a wine bar is coming, and there's a lot of room for growth. You guys saw all of the very discreet, empty locations that were hidden behind these very cool looking walls. So that lets me know that more vendors can be signed up for this. But right now they have 12 options, and there's 2 ways to get in, which I really like, so you don't have to go directly through the station. But I do want to know what you guys think about Central Fair Food Hall. Let me know in the comments below. Like this video and subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one.